And we are live. All right.
We're
Hello.
live.
Idiots on Parade, the Too Ugly for TV podcast. We mock the news so you don't have to. I am Nathan Timmel, stand-up comedian in Iowa City. With me, as always, is Jake Vevera, stand-up comedian in New York City. Hello, Jake.
How's it going?
All is well here. I had put out yesterday that we would be going at this time, so hopefully people show up. If anybody on TikTok wants to join us, Jake took it. We're going to take a quiz live on air, but the problem is you don't get it's a quiz where, hey, see your results, and then you take the quiz and it's, oh no, you have to pay to see your results. Hello, Todd. Todd, get a pencil and paper. We're taking a quiz today.
Scams to duke money out of the sad dudes who have trouble maintaining erection.
Yes, I slept well and I got bags under my eyes. I look worse on TikTok. TikTok has the better camera. I look much worse on TikTok. I look like I got bee stings on TikTok. It's just lines on YouTube. But hello, Rich.
I have lines, but that's because we're doing earlier than usual and I'm slightly hungover. Not like a lot, just like a 3 out of 10.
Well, why am I? Yeah, either way. All right. Hey, anybody that has a pencil and paper, let's do it. Even we're not going to get results. Jake took the quiz. I wanted to take it live on air, but Jake took it, and unfortunately, we don't get results.
I really don't like this stupid. I don't like this company, man. I don't like people that prey on guys who have trouble maintaining erection. They've already had enough taken from them by life and God and the blood flow of their Johnson, and now these guys are coming at them, no pun intended, and they're trying to take their stash. They're going to leave them still limp with less money.
That is, well, we don't know if still, but here's the thing. It's I sent Jake, given what we were talking about, as Arnold from Ariel Relatio, based in Cyprus. 45% of men experience PE. What's PE? I thought it's ED.
Penis erect. I don't know.
I don't know.
Tell them to stop with the damn acronyms.
It can be fixed with pills. This plan helps you take control of your body and mind. Take a 3-minute quiz. Get a personalized program. Personalized. So, wait a second. Wait. Oh, without pills. It can be fixed without pills. Achieve long-term results without pills. It's the Stoic Masturbation Challenge. How many times per day should I masturbate to overcome erectile dysfunction? So here's where I'm confused.
I'm not getting this one, man. Wait. Oh, PE. Oh, that's on the thing. I've clicked on it already. Sorry.
That's the thing. It's like the thing but why does it say, if it said ED, I would get it. It's erectile dysfunction. It says PE, and then down below it says ED. Here's what I like, though. This is an ad that popped up in my Facebook feed. It's been liked by Sony Panwar, John Palorukis, and Peter Fissus. But 3 people liked this ad. Like, if you have erectile dysfunction, do you really want to broadcast it by like, oh, this ad popped up? Like, don't you sort of want to click it privately? But
I know exactly why they liked it, dude. I can fill you in on this.
Okay.
If you notice, those are last names that aren't necessarily English.
No, they are not.
And if you look, there's a picture of a lady in really tight jeans. And
yes. They're liking the picture.
They were just like, good ass. I don't know what words say, but I will give like. I assume it is talking about girls' nice ass and not that my Johnson doesn't work. Like, I don't think they read any of this. I think they just saw a nice ass and were like,
but that's not a real ass.
It's not. Wait, that's AI ass.
That's AI. Look at the face,
guys. They're trying to take their money and they're giving them AI ass. That's AIA, and I don't like it. God damn it, that is, dude. I'm tricked by that. That's some uncanny valley ass right there.
It is.
Before you pointed it out, I was like, God, it's good ass. Whatever. But yeah,
all right. I'm clicking it now.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so everybody playing along at home, here we go. These are pictures of shirtless dudes that are all ripped, so that automatically kills my boner, but it's just a 1-minute quiz. Your age range, 18 to 30, 31 to 45, 46 to 55, or 56 plus.
Also, not for nothing, the dudes in all of these pictures, even the old guys,
They're all ripped.
look great. They're all ripped.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, there's no way these guys have erectile dysfunction.
Well,
There's
maybe
no
the
way.
steroids kill it.
Oh, I never thought about that. We know exactly what their problem is.
Well, here, so first one, choose your age. Second question is just an ad. Over 1 million people have chosen Relatio. Continue. So we're continuing.
I didn't get the ad, but I've already taken this on my phone. See,
All
I
right.
clicked on this 3 different times because it took me longer than I thought, and I came back to it after reading the rest of the articles. So now my feed is just going to be like, does your dick not work? Does your dick not work?
Mine already is.
Feed, bro.
And
now because of you've dragged me into the soft penis algorithm.
I'm happier having a soft penis algorithm than I was with a bottom algorithm. Why it made me gay, but okay. So step 2, everyone, if you're playing along at home, choose your body type: skinny, average, or overweight. I'm going average.
See, I got skinny, normal, out of shape, overweight, and obese.
I just had 3. I had 3 choices. All right. Well, how can you personalize maybe it depends on the age you choose.
Oh, I chose. I was under 45.
Yeah. What if you choose like 20 and they're like, dude, why are you fucking 20 and so fucking fat? Once you get older, they're like, yeah, I get it. You're
20. Let's see what this is. 18 to 30. Skinny, normal, out of shape, overweight. Does it give me the obese option? Yeah, it does. It gives me the same option.
Yeah.
That's
Tammy
weird.
over on YouTube is all for shirtless dudes. Well, I wish I could show you this, but yeah, these guys are all ripped. All right, so choose your goals, select all that apply. So last longer during sex, get a brighter orgasm, get harder erections. What should I choose all 3?
It's asking me different. Have you ever tried Kegel or pelvic floor exercises? That's a hard no for me.
I'm on 3 of 34.
Dude, I don't know where I am. I'm in Kegel land.
I'm in question 3.
Dude,
Well,
it's showing me dick muscles and stuff.
I'm gonna choose get a brighter orgasm. I'm gonna choose that one. I'm gonna choose.
Yeah, dude, that's what I chose. Yeah. Okay, last longer, get harder, improve both.
How long does your sex last?
Questions. It gave me the option to have a brighter orgasm earlier, and I think I already clicked it. So it's not. I think this thing is janky, man.
Yeah, it's personalizing the results. So I'll read.
It's giving me 2 different things from earlier, so it's not personalizing them the same for me.
It steers you. All right, well, let me burn through these questions.
Because I want a brighter orgasm. I'm tired of having dumb fucking orgasms. You know what I mean? I want an orgasm that can tell that lady's not really stuck in the dryer. She's just acting and not even acting good. She can move out of that dryer anytime she wants. This would be a felony if she was stuck for real.
Stuck in a dryer. Is that like cake farting or is that a new fetish?
That's a type of porn. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Dryers. You've never seen that, dude. You're not on Pornhub enough. I can tell why your penis is soft. You ain't seen this stuck in a dryer porn yet.
All right.
I'm gonna say
shut up.
Harder erections. No. I'm taking.
Oh, you're going on. How long does your sex last on average? Well, see, here's a problem. I don't know on average because it's different every time. But I can also say this. You've got less than 2 minutes, 2 to 7 minutes, 7 to 15 minutes, 15 minutes or more. I'm going to say, my wife doesn't want me talking about this. I don't think any woman out there, Tammy's the only one we have in the chat right, they don't want 15 minutes or more. Like, women like oral because that satisfies them. And then the penetrative sex is more for dudes. That's like more than on average. That's depends.
Like some of them like penetration.
Some of them, but I'm saying, we're talking 80% or higher prefer you take care of me orally, and penetrative is down. So I'm gonna just throw in here. I'm gonna say 2 to 7 minutes. How often do you ejaculate earlier than you like?
See, it's giving me different questions. I have, when did you last feel confident about your erection quality? I'm going to get 0 to 6 months, 7 to 12 months, 1 to 3 years, more than 3 years, never. I'm going to say last feel confident about your erection quality. I mean, I feel confident about it now, so I'm going to go 0 to 6 months. When did you last feel confident? I'm
going never. How often do I ejaculate earlier? Like, that hasn't happened since I was like a teenager. Like, they're like, whatever, like, like now it's like, it doesn't always last long. No, but if I've taken care of her first, and I'm choosing never. I'm going never. How long do you want to last? Oh my God. How long do you want to last? 10 to 15 minutes, 15 to 30, 30 to 60, 60 minutes plus. We're getting into like Sting Tantric territory here. Do you want to fuck for 60 minutes? No. I'm going low. I'm going 10 to 15.
I'm doing 1 hour on that one when I get to it. I'm gonna listen to Fields of Gold on repeat the entire time. This is
Tammy wants to know brighter orgasm. Yeah, I don't know what brighter orgasm means
You're
either.
talking about the color of it? Is it too cloudy? Is that what they're saying?
Have you ever trained your pelvic floor muscles? Yes, no. I've only heard about them. No, I haven't. What are pelvic floor muscles? I'm just going to choose no. I don't want to do haven't heard because your pelvic muscle lasts. Okay, let's keep taking the quiz. This is not. By the way, quick, Jake.
Questions, man.
They said this is a fucking 1 minute quiz.
That's bullshit. That's why I was 15 minutes late. This is why I was 15 minutes late.
And this is just another ad. I've got 3 ads in a row telling me how would you describe your erectile function? It's okay, but I want it stronger. Mostly fine, but sometimes I have problems. I often have problems. I don't even have I'm good. Like I'm good.
I mean, to be fair, I don't. If your erection was working great, I don't think this would be in your algorithm in the first place. So that's on you. Unless your podcast co-host sent it to you and you clicked on it. Like that's the only good reason to be clicking on this kind of stuff. But I don't think you're taking the quiz for the most part, unless you're doing it for podcast purposes. I don't think you're taking it if like everything's going great and your dick's working perfect. You know what I mean? It's asking me anything else you'd like to improve. Pick all that apply.
I was already there.
Anxiety, boost libido and energy, control masturbation. I'm going to do control masturbation. That sounds fun. I want to be able to hit a target, dude. I want to be able to, like, from across the room, like, pow, pow. I want to be a marksman.
Well, with mine.
Health, that's good. That's good. Go multiple rounds. You know what? I'm just going to click on all of this. I want it all. Except for sexual anxiety. I'm married. I don't really have sexual anxiety. So I'll leave that off.
You're going to queen that shit. You want it all. You want it now. I want it all.
That's right.
Well, I'm going to tell a quick story that'll get me in trouble, but my wife doesn't listen to our podcast. If she's outside the door, I'm going to get in trouble. It says, how would you describe your erectile dysfunction? It says it's okay, but I said it does. There's only been one time where I've had a problem, and it was like one of those 40 below days where even with the heats on in the house, it's cold inside, and we were fooling around. And we were, we hadn't started yet, but we were doing touchy stuff. And I went from like, oh, I'm so excited that we're going to do stuff to just sort of like, and she's like, what's going on? I'm like, your hands are so cold. Like her hands were icicles. And I just like, as she touched it, I just wilted because it was so cold.
That'll do it. Honestly, the only times it's really kind of like I haven't been able to finish. If I'm really drunk or something, like I can't.
I came back around. She just stopped. She just did this. But sure.
It's well, that's why you gotta have sex with mittens when it's cold outside. I learned that from an Inuit. But when I was way out of shape, sometimes I would get out of breath and I'd have to take a break or something like that. So I think if you're in better shape, it helps your dick work better.
Wouldn't you chug a Monster before doing so?
But no,
Tammy's confused. I'm confused too. Tammy wants to know if she should take cosmic shrooms, and Ultra's saying yes. But
take shrooms?
Cut down to the alcohol in cocaine. Yeah. No, for the brighter orgasm, should do cosmic shrooms make a brighter orgasm? And Ultra's saying yeah. Yeah,
shrooms are great for that stuff, man.
Do we want to keep going on this stupid quiz? It'll take the entire hour.
It will take the whole show. That is why I was late, even by myself with no commentary. It took a long time.
How often do you experience morning erections? No, I'm not a kid anymore.
Well, dude, I still get them. How would you rate your erection strength? I like this one because it shows the male sign for strong and consistent. It's still the male sign, but occasionally weaker. Like the thing, it's like the male sign. With
it's just drooping.
Like there's 5 of them, and the one is just completely like for too soft to perform.
How often do you experience difficulty getting an erection? Never. I mean, I do good. How often do you maintain I'm doing good there too. I would answer these honestly. I'm not embarrassed. I haven't. Can you have sex 2 times in a row? No, I can't. That when I was in my 20s, I'd be charged up and ready to go again. Sure. Nope, not anymore.
Yeah, I gotta trick myself in my head and pretend I didn't just have sex. It's another thing that hopefully this thing fixes with my dick. After I piss, sometimes it likes to drop a couple A couple loose drops, a couple drops clinging to the urethra in the pants, unless I stand there and shake. And what I have to do is I have to trick myself mentally. I will close my eyes and I will pretend.
No.
I will pretend that my dick is already zipped up, and then a couple more go, and I'm like, "Ha! I tricked you!" And then I shake it and put it in the pants there. That's my
You may need Depends. Maybe your thing should be filled with Depends undergarments.
Yeah, I really wish this would help my piss. Like it takes me longer to stop pissing than it does to piss, if that makes sense.
The pharmacy we go to get our prescriptions, obviously all the where you wait in line is right next to the Depend undergarments. Those models are always so happy. Did we talk about this once? Like, as I noticed it last week, there's a whole wall of Depends undergarments, and they're like, "Hi, I'm wearing adult diapers." I'm clicking off this because it keeps giving me shit that doesn't apply to me. I'm only 20 questions in.
Me right now, it says, "We think you're awesome. You're ahead of 93.1% of our users. Now try Kegel exercises to build control and boost your sexual performance."
That's no matter what you answer, they're going to get you, KY makes a personal warming gel. I've tried it. I've tried that. Yeah. Whiskey dick is a real thing. Oh, Sophie and Ken, I owe an apology. Last week he missed us because they missed us because we're going at different days. But yeah, I'm trying to post on YouTube when we're going. All right. Well, I'm learning things I didn't ever need to know. Well, I clicked off the quiz. I'm done with it. At
the end, it finally gives you like a place to enter your email, which I did, by the way. These people have my email, and then it asks you to pick a plan, and they, like there's different dollar amounts and stuff like that. And I'm like, can I just Google how to do a Kegel? Can I just? I bet
ChatGPT would do it for free.
Yeah. Chat. Let's Kegel away on ChatGPT. I don't need these fuckers.
Oh, well, how do we segue out of that?
Man to Kegel. I don't need to pay another man to Kegel. I can Kegel on my own for free. I don't need a Kegel coach unless somebody comes over dressed like Mickey from Rocky. It's like, I said, clench the hole harder, Rock. Harder. You're going to be an animal. You're going to be fucking like a greasy animal. That would be kind of cool. I would pay for, if that's part of the plan, I might take him up on it, but I don't think it is. Maybe an AI version of Mickey from Rocky. That would be cool.
Well, we just wasted 17 goddamn minutes talking about our dicks.
You're an animal, Rock.
That took a turn. 17 minutes. What? We wasted 17 minutes on something that said it was a 1-minute quiz, and we didn't even finish.
I was 15 minutes late because I already took this.
That's
the thing, dude. When you sent it to me, there's a picture on the thing that says 4.7 out of 5, and I'm like, oh shit, Timmel got a 4.7. That sounds good. I hope I beat a 4.7. And so I started taking the fucking thing because I thought you wanted to know what my number was.
I wanted a number too. If anybody's joining late, this quiz literally said, how many times a day should you masturbate? I'm like, oh, well, who doesn't want to know that number? But
sure.
Yeah, there's no answer. The answer is give us your credit card number. That's the answer for any quiz on Facebook. It's give us. Well, I can't wait. Next week, you can tell us what kind of emails you start getting before you block them and unsubscribe.
I didn't get an email.
Well, you will start getting them now. I'm saying you will start possible. Now that they have yours. You'll start getting emails.
I entered the thing, but I didn't pick a plan. So I don't think. Confirm your email address. What is this? Personal guide designed for you. Confirm email. Ejaculation morning plan. Hashtag K9C502. That's my ejaculation morning plan.
That's your case number.
Dude.
Are you gonna open it?
Let's click it. Confirm email.
Yeah.
It just gives a thing. Oh, my discount expires in 9 minutes 55 seconds. 9 minutes 54 seconds. What am I gonna do? I don't want my dude. I'll have to pay full price. Right now, I can pay 50% off to have the internet tell me how to clench my butt cheeks over and over again to make my dick work better. Are you sure this thing isn't tricking you into bottoming again?
Wait. Tammy's right. This segment is like whiskey dick. Yeah, we've been talking about this too long. Let's move on. This was
rough, dude.
I thought this was going to be funny, and it just turned into a disaster. Apologies, Tammy. Apologies, everyone. It was supposed to be amusing, and it was amusing for a second, but my God.
It was fun for us, but it doesn't make sense for the listeners because they can't see what we're looking at. So.
No, I was trying to get them to take a quiz at home, but all right. Here we go. First actual news story. ICE was here. Massachusetts church displays message in nativity scene. They literally set up a nativity scene, took out Jesus, Joseph, and Mary, and just put a sign that said ICE was here.
That's pretty awesome.
And people are pissed. Of course people are pissed. It's like, come on. What is there to be pissed about? We shouldn't be using the church to set a, like, whatever it calls out their bullshit. Like, the Christianity is supposed to be about love. That's literally Jesus said, you should emulate me, you should love your neighbor. And so whatever it turns into, fuck immigrants, fuck the poor, right wing, Jesus loves guns, then they hate getting called out. I think it's great. I love it when churches do shit like that.
I saw a nativity scene yesterday where the baby Jesus' head was wrapped up and it said Netanyahu shrapnel got the baby, you know?
Oh.
It was a rough one. It was a rough one, dude. They went hard. They went hard.
That's fantastic.
It was Miss Rachel's. No, I made that up.
I would love if that was real. That would make me happy.
There's probably something like that. You probably see shit like that at the protests here, man. I bet someone has used a nativity scene for a protest.
This one is. I see it all the time. I love it when people. My favorite is when people throw dinosaurs into the nativity scene, where it's just like all nativity, and then there's one T-Rex looming over the top, like rawr.
Well, you know, Mark Maron had that bit about going to the Creationism Museum, and he said that there's only like one part where they actually have Bible stuff in it. Like at the end, there's like a whole Old Testament thing, the Omega, all that stuff. But the whole rest of the thing is basically just trying to convince you that dinosaurs and people lived at the same time. That's most of the thing.
My favorite thing about the Ark Museum is either it was while it was being made or right after it debuted, didn't get hit by lightning and caused like several $1 million of damage. There was a flood or something. It was like some natural disaster happened as it was being built or right after it opened and had to shut down again.
God saw that and was like, "You call that a fucking ark? I'll show you that shit doesn't work." And then he made it rain.
I remember when Ken Ham was set to debate Bill Nye, and they asked each one of them, like, what will it take to change your mind? And Bill Nye said, evidence. You show me evidence, and I will change my mind. And they turned to Ken Ham, and he said, nothing. And it's like, well, what's the point of debating? If you fully believe that your book of fucking Harry Potter fairy tales is the truth, then why are you debating? You have nothing to back it. I saw the best meme ever. Dude, it was I can't stretch it. It was a power cord like this, and it said, when someone tells you the Bible is true because the Bible says it's true, and it was the power cord plugged into itself. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty funny.
Well, but I mean, you know, not to atheists explain the Bible or nothing, but I think that's the whole point, right? Is like, it's faith. You know what I mean? Like you have faith. Like I have faith this is real, even though I don't have like evidence or whatever. You know what I mean?
And even though literally, historically, a lot of it can be traced to origins and like, oh, this is where this came from. This is why this says this.
Yeah, but you got to be like, those are lying liberal, professors or whatever, hiding dinosaur bones in the ground to trick us.
Yep. Well, that's why they got. It's funny how that happened during our lifetime, because all the way through my childhood, all the way through your childhood, it was, oh yeah, we love Jesus and dinosaurs existed before him. And then at some point it got, no, that doesn't sound right. Humans and dinosaurs had to exist at the same time. Like, why the fuck did that become their issue? But it did.
It's kind of funny because I've heard there seems to be some disagreement among the really, really extreme crazies with the creationism shit, because I've heard some of them claim that dinosaurs are a liberal hoax or whatever. And then I've heard some of them claim that dinosaurs and man existed at the same time. You know what I mean? So there seems to be some kind of confusion there.
Personal experience is what leads you to faith. God is revealed, not proven. I like that. That's a good quote. I mean, I've never
God exposed himself to me on the subway the other day. It was he claimed he was God, but I remain suspicious because I'm an atheist. I guess if you want to say that's how it works, then yeah, I get it. But I've never had any personal experience that would make me say, oh, everything that is physically and scientifically proven is wrong. Grand Canyon was created during the Great Flood. I don't know about that. That was
No, that wasn't the Ice Age. That was just erosion. It was 1980s AM radio becoming unhinged. Now we have flat Earth and Jesus riding T-Rex. Yeah,
That'll do it, man. Yeah, AM radio in certain areas, that was like the original fucking 4chan back in the day.
Yeah, I remember driving to a gig, and this is 20 years ago, and I was going through rural Kansas, and this is before Sirius XM and satellite radio and all that, or maybe it was just not widespread. Either way, I would always put my radio station on scan, and then when I'd hear a song I'd take it off, and my God, there was Jesus, 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 country, Jesus, Jesus, country, Jesus, Jesus, country, and then at one point I just stumbled across just a boop, boop, like just a signal placement, and I actually stopped on it, like, what's that? Yeah, no, it's literally just a boop on the radio station.
What do you call someone who doesn't believe in atheism? An atheist? Yeah. No, honestly, I'm probably more of like agnostic because I'm like, I don't really give a shit. Like, if you believe in whatever, like, I can't prove you're wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, like, with stupid things like dinosaurs ain't real. Yeah. I mean, but in terms of like what happens when you die, I don't fucking know. Yeah,
I don't know.
And going, probably nothing is not like a strong intellectual position either. You know what I mean? So like, do you believe in the magical man or don't? You know what I mean?
I'm atheist, but I'm not like, I'll joke on here with you about it, but I'm I'm never getting your face. Fuck you. I don't ever talk about it. It's not like I post about it on Facebook. I just don't care. But Tammy, my sister believes in aliens from a personal experience. My mom is the most.
Your sister, I was the one who probed her. I lied. I was wearing green face paint.
My mom is the most batshit insane UFO. She occasionally will send me articles like, I'm just telling you, now the government is admitting that we call them UAPs now. And I'm like, I treat aliens the same way I treat God. I'm like, I just don't care. I don't, sure, we have shit we can't explain. It doesn't occupy any space in my limited pea-sized fucking, that was a walnut. I have a very small brain. I don't have time for aliens or God, so.
Yeah, I think Neil deGrasse Tyson has pretty good takes on that, where he's like, yeah, dude, I would fucking love if aliens were real. I'm an astrophysicist. No one would potentially have more interest or more to gain from aliens being real than me. I just got to see more evidence first than a fuzzy photo of a light in the sky.
Yeah. You know? I heard a great, not Neil, but I heard a great story about an astrophysicist that I will do a horrible job of describing. But basically it said, the astrophysicist said, hey, the universe is billions and billions and billions and billions of years old, and it's vast. And are we alone right now? Probably. Have there been others before us? Probably. Will there be others after us? Yes. But the idea that two are existing at the exact same time and have the technology to, meet or come and visit.
Those fucking places, all that shit you see with the butterfly nebula. I was seeing pictures of that. It looks really cool, but like it's so goddamn far away that
it's like
if you had the technology to drive that far. I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, you build a road.
Well, I mean, ultrasound, it is quantum entanglement, so they could be the multiverse. We could be going through. I don't know. Again, I don't. It just seems too vast. But yeah, Neil is right. Like, who would be? No, Mom just really fell in love with the idea of it. This is probably true. Elon is.
It's true. Elon does have.
Well, we know that whoever's running the world is the lizard people. I mean, that's just what they do.
I could see him being a lizard or an alien. Maybe a little column A, a little column B.
All right, next story. I gave you this off Twitter. Odell Beckham Jr. says it's tough to make $100 million last a lifetime. I always explain this to people. If you give somebody a 5-year, $100 million contract, that's 5 years for 60. We're getting taxed. And then he talks about in the interview, you got to buy cars, you got to buy mansions. If you're spending $4 million a year, that goes fast. Hey, fuckface, maybe don't spend $4 million a year. The idea that he and this guy, and they're in this interview, he's very serious. He's not fucking around. He's like, man, you got to understand, we get taxed, we pay agents. Like, yeah, you do, but you still, even if you only walk away, and you don't, you make millions. Even if you only walk away with $5 million, you could make that last a lifetime. It is your dipshit lifestyle. And I love that there's a picture of him sitting on a fucking, what is that, a Ferrari? Yeah, when you're buying Maseratis and Ferraris and all sorts of, like, Yes, you're going to burn through your money, dipshit. That's why I love the stories of rookies that sign a $5 million signing bonus and show up to training camp in their 2001 Honda Accord. Those are the guys that get it. But Odell, fuck off. Fuck off.
It's, you know what, like I will take his side a little bit. I would take his side a little bit.
Okay.
Because I agree with what you're saying like intellectually, right? But emotionally, if you would have given 22-year-old Jake $100 million, 42-year-old Jake would probably have just OD'd or something. Like, I would not have any of that money. Like, 42-year-old Jake could make $100 million. Like, yeah, I'll invest that wisely. It'll be $200 million by the time I'm 52-year-old Jake, Yeah. I'm going to buy a little tiny house, which in New York, that is $4 million. But like, you know what I mean? So depending on where he's at, that ain't even crazy. All the houses around me are like $4 million, man. So,
well, I in my 22-year-old Nathan would still have, you give me $1 million because it's personal experience. And my family was poor white trash on food stamps and welfare. So my wife hates the fact that my entire life I spend no money. I will sit down and just look at a screen with a $20 t-shirt on it on Amazon and go, should I buy? She'll go, just buy the t-shirt. And I'm like, no, I don't want to spend the money. I never spend money. And so, yeah, I would.
You know what would have happened if you would have given me $22 million? I would be sitting across from you right now, giving the monologue that Sam Rockwell gave in White Lotus. You know what I mean? I would just be like, dude, they gave me $100 million. And then I went to Thailand. And then after 5 years, I was just paying dudes to fuck me in the ass while I was dressed like the ladies I used to fuck. It was just one thing led to another. And then all of a sudden, I'm just getting fucked in the ass, dressed like the lady I'm looking at. And I had no more money.
Tammy says, I made a Dodge Neon last 20 years. This is a completely sideways story. I have gigs on the far. There's a couple clubs that I would go to regularly on the far side of Ohio. There's one I haven't been to in a while in Youngstown, but between Cuyahoga Falls and Youngstown, they used to have the Dodge Neon plant, and I would drive past, and in the parking lot, 0 Dodge Neons. So all the employees putting the Dodge Neon together and making the Dodge Neon were not buying Dodge Neons. They were buying, Dodge trucks and other things. And when Dodge went out of production, when they said, oh, nobody's buying it, it's like, even your employees aren't fucking buying it. The employees should be the frontline advertising, which is, hey, I built this Dodge Neon and now I'm driving it. But when the entire parking lot was not Dodge Neons, I'm like, oh, that's a bad sign. That is a bad sign when even the employees don't want to buy the car.
Dude, you know what that is? It's like growing up, you and all your friends would kind of work at fast food places on and off. And there were certain ones where like the people that worked there were like, yeah, I work at KFC, but I don't if I'm really hungry, I'll maybe have a biscuit, but I don't eat the food. That's not a good sign.
What happened to NFL rookie seminars where they talk about financial responsibility of these kids? I do think they still have those. It's just it doesn't sink in with everyone. I do believe they still have the seminars. I could look it up, but I remember those. I remember learning about it. They say, hey, you're about to get a butt ton of money. Don't just fucking blow it.
Well, I mean, dude, we would have a similar thing when I was in the Army and I'd get deployed. They would give us these constant briefing seminars. There was produced videos where they would talk about, hey, man, you young privates and stuff that just got married right before deployment. Don't give your new wife back at the base
your bank account.
Don't give her a general power of attorney. If you needed her to do certain things, there's a special power of attorney or whatever, where she has access to my car because I need her to sell my car, but she can't take all the money out of my bank. And sure as shit, man, there was a ton of guys who's like, oh man, she divorced me 6 months in and took all my shit. It's like, dude, you're an idiot.
Just visiting. I mean, I that's all I heard about was these fucking 18 and 19-year-olds that did that literally got married. Like, oh, I'm leaving. They were dating in high school and they said, I'm getting shipped overseas. We should get married fast. And they do. And what you just said, the fucking, they get cheated on. They get left. They get, they lose everything. I mean, at 19, you don't have much, but
Right. Yeah. It's heartbreaking too, but it's like you feel bad for him because I mean, at a certain point, you're like, okay, this is still a young dude.
Yeah.
And like some lady got in his head, just, oh, well, we're gonna be together forever though. That video is not talking about me. It's talking about all those other greedy bitches that take guys' money. I'm not like that, But we even have Chris Brown come to our base in person once and tell us personally, these hoes ain't loyal. And some of us listened, others did not, and they got took.
I think I've told you this story. So this is a comedy podcast where we spent 17 minutes talking about erections. So let's really shift gears now. I don't remember the base. I do remember the story. We landed, and I had done a tour through Iraq before, and the two other comics I was with hadn't, so I sort of was their mentor, and I said, hey, every base is different. You always want to check with our liaison. What can we make jokes about? What shouldn't we touch upon? Like you never, even if when they were anti-Bush, it was like, don't insult the leader. But we land on one base, and they said, hey,
they're right wing as fuck too, by the way.
Well,
Yeah.
They said, hey, no jokes about suicide. No joke.
I was just gonna say, dude.
Well, wait. Because it gets very personal. Because on this base, we just had a kid, 19 years old. He was on video chat with his fiance, girlfriend, wife, whatever it was. He was 19 years old, and they said she dumped him on the video chat. Said she had met someone new and was breaking up with him. He took out his service, and right there. Wow. In the room with, or maybe, I don't know if but either way.
That's crazy.
And I remember I've tried to do a joke about this for years because it's tragic. It's a 19-year-old kid. But I have to respect the fact that he made her see the consequences of her actions. Like you always hear someone threaten, I'll show you, you'll be sorry. He fucking put her in therapy. She had to watch, it's tragic that he took his own life. I'm not making fun of that. I do appreciate the fact.
Go out for sure.
Yeah, I do appreciate the fact that you're gonna cheat on me. Fucking live with this visual for the rest of your life. This is what you did to my heart. Boom. But yeah, they said do not joke about suicide. Everybody's on edge.
And yeah. And especially when I was deployed, not so much the second time because I was on a small company size fob, but the first one we do convoys all over the place, but we were on a really big fob, and every now and then you'd hear oh yeah, dude, some guy at the bus stop fucking blew his head off, shit like that, not only do you take the stress of being young, but you're in a war zone. You don't see any out for what you're doing, right?
And you the one thing you latched onto, and not the bus stop, whatever, not every time, but I'm just talking about this kid specifically. The one thing you latched onto, let's get married, or I love you, you're my tether. You are my lifeline to sanity. I am a young person in a war zone. I mean, the stress must be incredible. You experience it, but it's and then that one anchor, the one thing you thought you had, disappears. I mean, fuck.
Every time I would get stressed out and really depressed or whatever over there, I would just start doing cock kegels. And I feel better, So I don't know why they didn't just have more videos. They should be given that survey that we took at the beginning of this podcast to service members.
Well, and that's what he's saying is, let's go back to erections, and that's what Jake did. He swung it back around. That is an erection killer for sure. Yeah. Oh my God, indeed. That was. All right, so let's whip this around. I'm not sure how to segue out of that. Blue-collar jobs are collapsing under Trump. Shocking. I thought the tariffs were supposed to bring jobs home, but instead, coverage of the labor market has taken on a decidedly white-collar tone, with AI being cast as the long-term threat. But what nobody's paying attention to is even though Biden was offering the CHIPS Act and trying to get blue collar and the infrastructure bill get blue collars. Nope. The Labor Department is into sharp. The Labor Department puts the issue of employment into sharp relief. Overall hiring went up a little, but 5 industry groups could be broadly considered blue collar, and shedding further 16,000. I'm losing monthly net loss of 25,300. It just keeps happening. So there you go. All you guys that said Trump was going to bring back manufacturing, even though, do you remember the first one in 2016? He went to that plant in Indiana and said, "You're not moving to Mexico." And as soon as he was elected, they said, "Yeah, we're going to ship 500 jobs to Mexico." Like, live and don't learn.
Right.
Who could see this coming? Everybody. You just chose to like, la la la, I am not listening to Jeffrey.
Yeah, I mean, I read in that same article that a lot of the manufacturing jobs, these people, they're so hard up for money that they're actually designing surveys on Facebook that try to sucker money out of dudes who can't maintain erections. And I'm like, this is what it's come to, no pun intended, is you are trying to steal money from your fellow worker who, honestly, many of these guys are probably having erection problems because they're sad that they're unemployed and it's fucking with their testosterone. So it's just it's a circular cycle.
That sounds like it. All right, well, that was the last story I sent you. Yeah, well, maybe it's a good thing we wasted 17 minutes on boners because we're
true.
Yeah.
Speaking of the boner survey, I forgot to tell you, man, while I was taking the survey before the podcast, there was a question that said, how often is your partner disappointed with your erections after sex? Sometimes, always, never. And I asked my wife, you know what I mean? And she didn't tell me. She just laughed. So I'm going to go with sometimes.
There you go.
That like sometimes.
Best case scenario. Ultra wants to know if we get no, we cannot. We're not going to do that anymore. Hey, Jake, in closing, exciting news for me.
What's that?
Listeners, longtime listeners will know that not every week, but often, very often, Jake says, "Hey, Nathan, check out this documentary on Netflix." And I go, we gave up Netflix. We have HBO. Well, you saw the news. Netflix bought Warner Brothers. They bought HBO. So if this goes through, Netflix has announced, they said that over time, they will do away with the need for HBO. They will take the entire HBO library. They won't say you have to buy HBO and Netflix. They'll just say, we're Netflix. We have everything HBO has. So I won't need HBO anymore. That'll be I will be able to watch documentaries on Netflix again in the future.
Dude, you got to watch Netflix docs. They got, I mean, most of the best ones. There's one on there right now that I started watching about Diddy that was produced.
I've heard it's great.
Dude, I guess Diddy is suing him.
I was just going to say, aren't they suing him? Yeah, I just read that they were.
And I'm like, Diddy, you're already in fucking jail. How bad could this be? Like, what are you doing? I've already seen videos of you dragging a pop star by her hair through a hotel room lobby or a hallway and beating the shit out of her. How bad could what is on this doc really be? And not for nothing, you suing him doesn't make me want to watch the doc any less.
No.
And he goes, dude, I've already seen you beating the shit out of a woman and dragging her back in the hotel room by her hair. That has to be worse than this. I gotta watch it.
It is. No, that they always understand. Well, here's the thing. Yes, your Netflix rate will probably go up, but you'll have more content. So we'll see. Now we just need Netflix to merge with Disney. Yeah, I mean, we'll be back to where we started with cable. Everything will be under one umbrella. All right, I have been Nathan Timmel. You can find me at nathantimmel.com, where I have a t-shirt store, a bookstore, a link to my 1-hour special on YouTube. Jake is Jake Vevera. You can find him on all social media at Jake Vevera, Vevera. Unalived by Dog Pills is on YouTube for him. Yeah. Next week is the week. I will say it right here. I sent Jake a calendar. Next Saturday, I am no bueno. So we will go live on Sunday the 14th. I am out all day Saturday, all day and night. So Sunday morning will be our live. Will be next Sunday. All right.
What time works for you, man?
I can do 9, 10, 11, whatever. I can I can do noon Eastern if you want. Cool. I can do anything.
I'll figure it out, man. I'll get with Amy. Those times should be good, though.
Yeah, whatever you want, I'll make it work because I'm the one that's taking Saturday off the table.
All good.
Thank you, Sophie and Ken. Bye, Rich, and thank you, Tammy, and thanks, Artie. Oh, I didn't know you had shown up because you were quiet. All right, we're out.
Diddy cured my erections with Kegels. Got a freak off.
That's a good one.